Each year, the FBI estimates that between 750,000 and 800,000 young kids go missing in America annually, which means over 2,000 children each day. Out of these missing children that are reported, most of them have run away from home or just get lost and they turn up quick. Around 250,000 of them have been abducted by somebody in their family because of a family argument. Not many children out of the many reported each year are found to have experienced tragedy. These statistics can be found in the 2011 book, Bringing Adam Home by Standiford and Matthews. Over many years, programs have been created that help immensely when a child goes missing, and I want to talk about these programs as well as the fact that we need more programs to help in these situations. The topic of this speech is missing children programs that exist and what more can exist. By the end of my speech, you will have more knowledge about missing children programs and what more can be done to help find missing children each year. The goal of this speech is to inform more people about what help there can be if a child goes missing and how you can help as well. Too many children go missing and find death as their fate each year, and we as citizens of the United States need to know what can be done to minimize the amount of children and their families that this happens to. Every time that there is a high-profile child abduction case in the media, I file the story and take it personally because of how heartbreaking those situations can be. I feel that all of the children that go missing should be thought of as high profile and should be able to utilize the helpful programs that exist to assist in those situations. As an audience, I ask you to look into your hearts and think about how you would feel to be in the situation of a parent who has a child that has gone missing. Wouldn't you want all the help you could get in finding your child? My goal in this speech is to give you knowledge of the programs that can be utilized as well as my own advice about what more can be done to help along with these programs. You will be informed about past missing children cases, find out information about missing children programs, and learn about what more can be done about this big problem. I'm sure we have all heard about a child that has gone missing in the news at one point or another. Back in 1981, a child named Adam Walsh was taken from a Sears store in Hollywood, Florida. When his mother found that he was missing, she ran through the store asking everybody if they'd seen him and utilized the store's intercom system to have her son's name paged throughout the store. However, according to the 2011 book Bringing Adam Home by Standiford and Matthews, it is thought that she did not call the police until her son had been missing for 2 hours. That, in my opinion, was an early big mistake. I'm not judging this child's mother, for she was understandably very emotional and distraught. I'm only pointing out that every second counts in these situations. Everything that she did was still good, however. If she had called the police from the first moment she found her son was missing, there would be a little bit higher of a chance that her son might have been found quicker, because back then a missing child's name would go over billboards on highways and the news would be ran in a headline on certain television channels, so this would raise the chance that somebody that saw something could come forward with their information quicker. This case ended in heartbreak as the child was murdered early on in the kidnapping, and this was discovered 10 days after the day the child went missing, also according to the 2011 book Bringing Adam Home by Standiford and Matthews. So many of these nightmares are heard about in the news far too often. In this book here, Bringing Adam Home by Standiford and Matthews, written in 2011, is giving me much of the information that I have about these missing children programs. Another case that was seen in the news all over the place was the Elizabeth Smart case back in 2002. Elizabeth Smart was abducted from her own bed where she slept with her younger sister in the middle of the night. In 2013, Elizabeth Smart wrote and published her own book about her captivity, and much of the information I am going to present to you about her case came from that very book, which is titled My Story by Elizabeth Smart. The mistake in this situation was that her sister waited a pretty long time before waking her parents up with the news that Elizabeth was taken. However, it has been claimed that the sister did get up to inform her parents right away, but the abductor and Elizabeth were still in the hallway. This claim comes from the 2005 book In Plain Sight: The Truth About the Elizabeth Smart Investigation by Benson and Smart. Police were called right away in this case, and neighboring houses and mountains behind the home were searched for months, starting the very first night. Thousands of volunteers searched for Elizabeth Smart. Posters were distributed all over America. The case was always on the news and in the media. and other programs such as the Amber Alert and the Rachel Alert were being utilized. This case ended in a very positive way because 9 months after her abduction, Elizabeth Smart was found alive, and her kidnappers were convicted for their crimes, according to Benson and Smart in 2005. When helpful programs are brought in to assist, volunteers are helping, and anything that can be thought of is being done when a child goes missing, the result can be triumphant. Many programs exist in the world today that assist very much in bringing missing children home. These programs include the Amber Alert, the Rachel Alert, and the Center for Missing and Exploited Children, as well as many more programs. A lot of these programs already existed when Elizabeth Smart was kidnapped, but had not been used much before then. The Center for Missing and Exploited Children, I believe, was created around the time the abduction of Adam Walsh occurred. The old television show, America's Most Wanted, was created by the father of Adam Walsh in his effort to help other families find their missing children. This, I believe, was the only good that ever came from the abduction of Adam Walsh, if you can even call this good. The America's Most Wanted show helped to find many missing children and bring their captors to justice much more quickly. Police make many mistakes when it comes to the investigation of a missing child. Some of these mistakes include the police focusing on one suspect that ends up not being the person who did it, and do not look at other suspects as a result of their belief that one certain person did it. Police make mistakes during interrogations of witnesses and suspects as well. With these kind of programs, the possibility that missing children are found quicker increases immensely. You have listened to information about 2 missing children cases and what was done in each case to find the child. You have also listened to information about current missing children programs and how much more can be done when a child ends up missing. Many times some mistakes are made, whether understandably or not, that if had not been made, might have resulted in better outcomes. My hope is that more people having knowledge about what help is available in a missing child case will result in more positive outcomes, which is why I hope the information about these programs and more from this speech will be absorbed into your minds, and the information will be spread to more people to create more awareness in this heartbreaking topic. Thank you.